If you're using Claude AI, but feel like you're only scratching the surface, you're not alone. Today I'm sharing 5 tricks that completely changed how I work with Claude, and they save me hours every single week. Most people type a question into Claude and hope for the best. But the real power isn't in what you ask, it's in how you set up the conversation. A few small changes to your approach will get you dramatically better results. Let's start with the single most impactful trick: custom system prompts. A system prompt tells Claude who it is and how to respond before you even ask a question. Define your preferred format, tone, and include an example of what good output looks like. Once you have a great system prompt, you can reuse it every time. Here's a real example. You might write, "You are a senior copywriter. Always respond with 3 options. Use a conversational, punchy tone, and format every response with a headline, subhead, and body." This one prompt turns Claude into a consistent writing machine. Here's the difference. Without a system prompt, you get generic output, wrong tone, and have to re-explain everything. With a system prompt, Claude nails it on the first try, every time. Same format, same quality, no repetition. Trick number 2 is one most people completely overlook: using artifacts to create reusable content. Artifacts are standalone content blocks that Claude creates in a separate panel. They can be code, documents, spreadsheets, or diagrams. The key advantage is you can edit and iterate on them without losing your conversation context. Then just copy or download when you're happy. The real power move is asking Claude to create a template you can reuse. Build it once as an artifact, then bring it into every new conversation. This alone saves me hours of repetitive work. Trick 3 is where Claude really starts to feel like a superpower: using it for deep research and analysis. Here's the framework I use. First, give Claude the raw data or topic, then ask for a structured breakdown. Next, challenge the assumptions with follow-up questions. Finally, ask for a summary with key takeaways. This 4-step process turns Claude into a research assistant that actually thinks critically. A few pro tips: upload documents directly for analysis instead of copy-pasting. Ask Claude to compare multiple sources or viewpoints. Always request pros, cons, and edge cases. And my favorite follow-up question is simply, what am I missing? Trick 4 is a game changer for anyone who writes code, even if you're just a beginner. The formula is simple: paste your code, paste the error message, describe what you expected to happen, and describe what actually happened. These 4 pieces of context let Claude diagnose the issue almost instantly instead of guessing. Don't just accept the fix. Ask Claude to explain why it works. Request a test case to prevent the bug from coming back. Ask what other bugs the code might have. And once the fix is in, use Claude to refactor and clean up the surrounding code. The last trick is the one that ties everything together: conversation management. Here's what most people don't realize: long conversations actually degrade Claude's focus. The fix is simple: start new chats for new topics. My favorite technique is the context handoff. Before ending a chat, ask Claude to summarize what you've accomplished and what's left to do. Copy that summary into your next conversation. Claude picks up exactly where you left off. This works perfectly for projects that span multiple days. Let's recap: custom system prompts for consistency, artifacts for reusable content, the 4-step research framework, the debug prompt formula, and the context handoff technique. If you only try one, start with system prompts. It's the single biggest upgrade you can make. That's it for today. If this was helpful, hit subscribe for more AI tutorials every week. Drop a comment telling me which trick you're going to try first. I'll see you in the next one.